Hi, I'm David the Bristol Snow, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to change a shear bolt from a snowblower. The snowblower is designed to have these teeth that pull the snow in, and one of the problems is if you hit a big stick or a rock and you can't see it in the snow, especially if you have deep snow, it will jam up and break a shear pin. And so I'm holding a shear pin here, and it's a bolt basically, but if you look closely, it's got these ridges in it, and they're designed to snap off and break, so that way you're not going to break the the gearbox right here. And so it, by spending like $3 on a shear pin, you're protecting this gearbox from being destroyed if you hit something big and it jams the motor. So the first step of what you're going to do is you need to have the tools. We actually have pouches on our machines that you can see over here, and has all the tools that we need plus our shear bolt. So we've got two 1/2 inch, including one that's ratcheting, and so we've got those. And then we've got a small object to help find and poke out the shear pin. And then we have the replacement shear pin itself. In our pouch, we usually keep an extra shear pin, so we have two of them. So the first thing you're going to do is try to find where the old shear pin is. Now this is actually the hardest step of all. So here is what the shear pin looks like that we just took out, and this was a really challenging one, the most challenging one we've ever had. This broke a season or so ago, and to get this one out, we had to heat all of this up by torching it. It was able to loosen it enough. Then I was able to break this out. Normally, it's not that hard, but it is hard to figure out where the shear pin hole is, because there's grease in here, and so once you spin it, it gets covered in grease, and it's very difficult to be able to find it or see it because the grease covers everything. So one clue to be able to help you is that the Aaron's snowblowers have the pins going identically on the bar. So for example, you can see over here on this one, I can, and this is the one that's good, it doesn't spin freely, so therefore I know the hole is pretty close to right there. So if you come over here, you can see this hole that is accurate. This hole was in the right place, so we use that to help line it up. Then, in order to actually be able to find it, we use something like this to poke on it, and if you have something you can use to hammer it a little bit, sometimes that's helpful. Occasionally, they come out very easily once you find the spot. So you can try to look, and you can also use this to feel the difference in where the circle edge is for that broken shear pin. And then you pop it out, and it's just going to look like this, just like a slug. Now, once you get it out, it's now time to put in the replacement shear pin. And so, and this is just a bolt, is all it is, but it's a specialized bolt. So we're going to take this off. I'm going to send this in from the back to the front. And we just need a little more help getting this through. And here in the shop we have a hammer be able to help us. Okay, so we got the shear bolt through. Now the next step is I'm going to take this wrench and put this in the back to be able to help hold it in place, and then I'll start the nut there. Let me make sure we're going the correct way here. Yep. And if this is working right, you can ratchet right around, and it's pretty quick. This ratcheting isn't working that great, but I'm tightening this on. And just a little more. Having a ratcheting end is the quickest way. It goes on really fast. A couple more turns. There we go. Okay, and there it's comfortably. So we got all our tools out. Now you can tell this is in place. No shear bolt broken, because when you go to kick this or turn it, it doesn't move. If you kick the blade, or you use your hand, usually it'll kick it, it'll just spin. And you can also tell because there'll be some snow. There'll be like a lot of snow coming out on the side of the broken shear pin. So if you're ever not sure, you just go around to the front, give it a kick on one side and the other, and if it doesn't move, you're good to go. If it spins, then you got a broken shear pin. Time to get out the tools and get it changed. Hope that helps, and hope you don't need this video, but some people are going to need it pretty soon with a big snow.